Dear General, Commander of KFOR, Major General Ulutash, members of partners and allies within the NATO force, dear ambassadors, heads of missions, diplomats, KFOR soldiers and staffers, dear Brigadier General Graffer, ladies and gentlemen. Precisely 25 years ago, the world witnessed a moment of profound necessity to act collectively, to put an end to the horrors of war in Kosovo and to the cruelty of Milosevic's genocidal regime. Allied nations and partners from across the globe came together not just to halt an ongoing genocide, but to ensure that peace and security necessary for building lasting peace were established. It was a moment when the world demonstratively affirmed that the values of democracy, freedom, and human dignity indeed transcend borders. In June 1999, a multinational force of NATO and NATO partners, numbering tens of thousands of troops, deployed in Kosovo to establish a safe and secure environment and to ensure freedom of movement for all. The NATO-led KFOR force was not just a military mission. It was a moral imperative. Soldiers from the full range of contributing nations under a unified NATO command stood shoulder to shoulder, embodying the very essence of international cooperation. The mission committed to setting security conditions for the monumental task of rebuilding what had been so ruthlessly destroyed. We remember vividly the moments of NATO forces entering Kosovo. They were met with tearful eyes of relief, the joyous smiles of liberation, the admiration and shining in the eyes of the people, and an overwhelming sense of gratitude of a nation that was enjoying freedom for a very first time in their history. Every moment, every handshake, every embrace, and every glance radiated appreciation and thankfulness. And it does so today. These poignant images are indelibly etched into the foundations of our republic today. Ever since, in Kosovo, June 12th proudly turned into our Liberation Day and is embraced for the peace that it has brought. It is the day that closed a very painful chapter in our history and is a testament to the unbending will of those who fought and died for our liberation. During the lead-up to this day, commemorations are held across Kosovo in honor of Kosovo's fallen and martyrs. On this day, we recall the end of a war in which our people fought for freedom and lost so much, yet persevered through it all and through the just intervention of friends and allies. Today we are the free, independent, and Europe's youngest, yet most thriving republic. It is difficult to accurately count how many soldiers have worn the KFOR patch since '99, but certainly that count is in the hundreds of thousands. Some have served on multiple occasions. Others have served generationally, with mothers, fathers, siblings, spouses, and children from the same families serving at different times. The KFOR mission remains NATO's largest and longest operation, and not just in its size, but also in its contribution. And because of that, we must recognize that with all the gains we have collectively made, the sobering reality is that those gains have also come with a great cost. With somber and humble gratefulness, today I join the commander of KFOR, Major General Ulutash, in laying wreaths in honor of over 200 soldiers from different contributing nations who made the ultimate sacrifice so that every man, woman, and child who calls Kosovo home could live in peace, safety, and security. We are and will remain eternally grateful to their nations, their families, and to them for this sacrifice. Their sacrifice will never be forgotten. As President of the Republic of Kosovo, I share with all of you our deepest respects, condolences, and mostly our profound respect. I also extend my country's heartfelt gratitude to the hundreds of thousands who have served through our most challenging times, committed to the shared values of peace, human dignity, and living in freedom. To all the men and women in KFOR, past and present, we owe you all a huge debt of gratitude. Your service and sacrifice have made Kosovo, the region, and by extension the entire world, a safer and more just place. But our work is far from finished. As we mark this anniversary, we must also look to the future with a renewed sense of purpose. The challenges we face today may be different, but the principles that guide us and the ambitions that unite us remain constant. NATO's success, the success of KFOR, and ultimately the success of Kosovo is a testament to what we can achieve when we come together, not as individual nations pursuing our own interests, but as a collective force for good. Let's keep pushing forward towards a world where every person can live with dignity and hope, and most importantly, free. Thank you, and may our collective dedication to safety, security, and lasting peace continue to guide and inspire us in the years ahead. Thank you very much.